And the way they did it was on TV, that you can see how young African Americans riding in big fancy cars, living in big fancy mansions, and going up, but they get RICO Act, and they can't prove nothing. So therefore, they don't own anything. But yet and still, the federal government sent our kids to a bus school, but they had to send troops to guard our kids. Not from the kids, from the grown-ups entering the school property with mops and sticks and bats and gas with the option to throw the gas on the little girl and the little boy and set them on fire. These are what you dealt with when you seen that malicious crowd that stormed the Capitol. They did not want to deal with that insurrection. They supposed to have bodies laying on the ground right there dead. It would have been black Americans, they would have been dead. They would have been justified in shooting. But see, they can't just shoot because a white man is acting irrational. That's just not a reason for you to shoot him. Okay? A black man acting irrational, you can get away with killing him because no one cares. But that lily white man, you better not shoot him. You'll end up getting a zillion years behind him. They don't give a damn if he was a bigot. They don't give a damn if he was white. His skin was white. Look at Mr. Trump. You think if Obama would have said the things that Mr. Trump said, he would have ever got in office? You think that any other president in the world would have said the things that Mr. Trump said, got in office? Think about it for a minute. Now, I understand y'all say, hey, wait a minute, Joe Biden is another one just like Mr. Trump. He hate niggers too. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does. He really hate black people for what it's really worth. Do we have a redeeming quality? I can't put my hand on it. God says, spare the rod, spoil the child, love thy brother, and honor thy father and thy mother, that their days may be long upon the earth. How can I say and how can I put Mr. Biden? All I know about Mr. Biden is that he said, listen here, they'll fight me and kill my wife and rape my daughter and molest my little boy, and I don't want them in my neighborhood. The same rhetoric that came out of Donald J. Trump's mouth came out of the mouths of the president that's elect now. But yet, you took a silence on Donald Trump and you say he's appalling for the things that he said. What about the things that you said? You can't take those back, Mr. Biden. You said those things. You thought those thoughts. And you still think that way. Because you're not opening up an opportunity for an African-American black man to learn how to build houses. You're not opening up an avenue where a black man can learn how to do plumbing. You're not opening up the avenue where a black man can learn how to be self-supporting. No, you are just like the tyrants that fucked up my equipment. You're just like them. Y'all all are in the same boat. You say you want equal opportunity. You say you want justice. You say you are for tort reform, you say, but yet the prison system is overwhelmed with our people in there. And how much time did you give them? You gave a white woman 10 years for killing an African American black man. And you gave an African American black man 45 years for killing another African American black man. Now, I understand. You just want to throw the book at one because you know what? You was derelict in your duties. If you wasn't derelict in your duties, there won't be no stolen guns in our neighborhood. There won't be no drugs running through our neighborhood. Like in the state of Georgia, hey look, you can act all stupid if you motherfucking want. But understand this. They ain't taking that shit coming through their state and riding on through and keeping it moving. You better make sure you ride the speed limit going down here and go and be stopped at any given time. And they would let their dogs do the talking. I don't tell nobody it's good for the geese, good for the gander. Drugs is a bad avenue. Young black man, get out of that lifestyle. There is another lifestyle that you can possess and that you can do. But see, you know what? You gotta understand one thing, all right? There are many that's gonna be set up to come at you and try to take you for what it's worth. If you know like I know, like Tony's Lawn Service, you can't take Tony's Lawn Service because you done a dastardly deed and your police's done a dastardly deed too. And sooner or later, y'all will have to deal with that dastardly deed. It won't come by me because you know what? I'm only one person. But what come behind me is a whole lot stronger than me, and a whole lot more wiser than me, and a whole lot more threatening than me. See, you thought that you were better off without me, but you were better off with me than you know. But you won't get it till the cork done came out of the bottle and the blood is gushing out of the bottle, and it's your blood, not mine, yours. I hope that I wake you up, and I hope that you wake up and you don't want to look down the barrel of that 357 Magnum or that 44 Magnum or that M16 or that carbine or that 357 or that 38 or that 45 or that clock. I'm trying to tell you, these are the tools which they getting out of your cars. M16s, AR-15s. You leaving them in your cars for our kids to find and become murderers. But the police don't want to do their job. They want them to get the guns, but then they want to pull up on them so they can shoot them. But if the police would do their job, then guess what? That abandoned car in the neighborhood won't be an abandoned car in the neighborhood no more. Good luck, my friends.